Can one player average 100 points per game in an NBA season? Well, in real life, no, but in NBA 2K, we're about to find out. Wilt Chamberlain holds the record for averaging the most points per game in a season with 50.4 points per game. He did it back in the 60s, so I don't know if it really counts, but Michael Jordan averaged 37.1 back in the 1980s. And then more recently, James Harden averaged 36 back in 2019. It's gonna take a lot to average 100 points per game, so we're gonna try 4 different builds to see which one can do it or even come close. Starting with a 5'4" Damian Lillard build, a 7' Wilt build, then a 6'6" pure 3-point shooter. And if all of that fails, we're gonna bring back our 7'7" Demigod point guard to try to get the job done. So let's do it. Alright, so let me break down how we're doing this. We've done this video before trying to score 1,000,000 points, and there's my cat. Watch, he's gonna jump. Just watch. Give it 3, 2, 1. Here, just let him go. Just watch. He's gonna do it right now. Jump. Yup, there you go. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. But I did a video where I tried to score 1,000,000 points in an NBA career, and we came short. But I want to see if I can legitimately average 100 points per game. So for our first build, like I said, it's gonna be this 5'4" Damian Lillard build. Now, why did I choose Damian Lillard? Well, he scored, I think, 70-something points in the game recently. And I figured, hey, if he could score 70, let's see if we can average 100 with this build. So for our first go around, we're on the 76ers, 93 overall player. And the way I decided to go about it, the smartest thing I could do is to make a team full of 40 overall players. Everyone else is legit, right? Every other team, real players. We're not going to make the league trash to do it. We're going to try to actually, like, legit, average 100 against real comp. But this team is trash, which means they're not going to score at all. And then also for the tendencies, I gave him, no tendencies at all. And then I made, this player, he has just Damian Lillard tendencies. So whatever Damian Lillard's tendencies were, I didn't change it. The only tendency I gave for my rest of my team is to dish the ball to an open man. So it's called dish to open man tendency. Everyone else is at 100, I'm at 0. That means whenever they have the ball, they're gonna pass it to me. I'm never gonna pass the ball. I'm just gonna do everything else. And then on top of that, I made sure for the coach game plan, I'm playing 48 minutes per game. Now, sometimes even when I set it to this, he still only plays like 40 minutes or 36 minutes, which is kind of annoying. And to top it off, one thing I did, which I think was genius, was I changed a rule in the NBA. Well, I changed 2 rules. The first one is in settings right here. So progressive fatigue, I turned off. Disabling this prevents fatigue from carrying over from game to game. That means, even if he's tired from last game, he's not gonna play worse the next game. He's gonna, stay at the same rate. Then of course I turned off injuries as well. And the last rule that I changed, it actually starts from the setup alone. So when you make a new My NBA file, you could do start from regular season, off season, or today. I did off season, right? So I went to off season. And then if you go to league meetings, every year in the league meetings, they can make rule changes. So, these are all the rule changes that were proposed, but as you can see, they all got rejected. Like for example, change the number of fouls required before a player fouls out to 7 instead of 6. It was even split, so it got rejected. What I did was this though. I clicked on this rule, I went to replace, and then you have a whole list of every rule that you could change. So I went to the one where I went to foul out, and I eliminated the foul out rule. Players will no longer foul out. This is important because let's say I do foul out in a game, or I get to 6 fouls, it won't take me out and make me miss the opportunity to score. I'm gonna stay in the game. It's not gonna change anything. And one thing I could have done, which I forgot to do completely, but this probably would have helped, is to decrease the shot clock to 20 seconds. I just have it set to 24. But obviously, if you make the shot clock shorter, you get more possessions per game, which means more chances to score. If worse comes to worse, we can try it with this, but I think we should be good. So let's just see after the first game of the season with this 5'4" player. Okay, so it was 90 to 142, and we ended up dropping only 55 points. Oh, Kobe White. Okay, so I forgot I should turn this off. Free agency, we just signed someone, so I gotta get him off the team, bro. Yeah, in season free agent signing, I had to automatically set because I don't want to do all that stuff. But let me make sure that none of that happens. Okay, I think we should be good. So yeah, he's off the team. Now let's try his game 2. Okay, so these next 2 games, you can see the score. We got blown out 66 points, and so I dropped 51. I went 8 for 20 and 11 for 12 from 3. So that was our first game. Our second game, we dropped only 40, and we're taking the shots, right? We're taking a lot of threes. Damian Lillard tendencies, so it's exactly how he would play. But I guess, starting off pretty bad. You can see we got 7 fouls, so we got, more than 6 fouls, still stayed in there. off to a pretty bad start. The rest of my team, I don't know why they're shooting at all. I don't think I can make it to where they just never shoot. You got to realize too, we're up against real NBA teams. So like the Bucks are still stacked. The Celtics are still one of the best teams on paper. I'm not playing against a team of 40 overall bots, because if that's the case, I would easily, win this challenge. I want to do it against, NBA players. This game against the Raptors, we only dropped 55 and I'm only dropping 40 points. This 5-4 Dame build sucks. I got a triple-double with turnovers. I mean, our three-point rating is only an 89, which isn't the best, but I feel like it's good enough to be good. I don't know why we're doing so bad. Oh yeah, by the way, if you were curious, it was Wilt, Jordan, James Harden, and then Rick Barry out of nowhere back in 1967. He averaged 35.6, and then Kobe back in 06, his MVP season, he averaged 35.4, which is absolutely insane. With a 5'4" player at the age of 23, we would be the shortest player to have that great of a season. Usually everyone else was like 6'6" or taller. But let's go to All-Star break and let's see what this build could do up to All-Star break. You can see right here against the Suns, we dropped 82 and I had 62 points. Okay, so this game we did better. I made 11 3-pointers. Dame is kind of a streaky player, so this game he did pretty well. 19 boards, 7 blocks. Dang. I just realized too, if y'all want to see a video where I try to average a quadruple double with one player, hey, drop a like right now and comment down below. I think that'd be fire. But one challenge at a time. This one's already tough enough. Now, if you were curious, by the way, in real life, in NBA history, who's the shortest player to lead the league in scoring, it would be the answer himself, Allen Iverson. I don't know how much exactly he averaged. Hold on. Oh shoot, he averaged 33 points per game in 2006. The same season Kobe averaged 35, Allen Iverson averaged 33. So 2006 was like a peak year of basketball. At 6 foot is insane. Man, our record is looking pretty ass. 0-37. God dang. I don't think we've had a single game where we crossed 100 points so far. So at All-Star break, we're 0-54. And how am I doing so far? I want to see my averages at 5'4", averaging 58 points. 11 boards is kind of crazy. That might be even more impressive, to be honest. And then 4 blocks is actually even crazier. And then 8 turnovers per game. We're averaging 43 minutes per game, so we're doing all we can. Okay, what is our career high so far with this player? That would be 78 points. Okay, we did it February 7th. So February 7th was against the Warriors. We dropped 78 points, and we only shot 9 3-pointers, or made 9. Kind of impressive then. So we'll just simulate to the end of the season, and we'll see if we can even have one game scoring 100 points, because averaging with this 5'4" player is out the question. We're about to go 0-82, but before we finish out the season, I want to see if there's any games that, did we even score 100 in any games? Well, we got the All-Star game, which does not count, of course. Was I in it? Yeah, I dropped 22. But, right here, 95 points against the Hornets was our highest scoring game. I dropped 87 points. Damn, I took 36 free throws. 36. That's even worse than Wilt. I don't even think Wilt took 36 free throws when he scored 100 in his game. God dang. Yo, wow. Yeah, you can see Brandon Miller had 9 fouls. Vucevic had 8. That's disgusting. So we'll finish out this season. We're gonna win MVP, obviously. Right? Yeah. We averaged 58, 11, 4 steals, and then 4 blocks. In the 50, 40, 90 club. So that's not even bad. I just don't think we had enough, that height held us back, or Dame's stats held us back, I should say. And we also won Defensive Player of the Year at 5'4". So our career high ended up being 87 points. And we actually, 58 is not even close to 100. Let's go to our second build. So our second build is the Wilt Chamberlain build. I decided to try this with a center now. So our first one, point guard. This one, center, 7'2". This one's actually more plausible because Wilt has the record in real life. So maybe in 2K, it'll translate. The reason I make their age 27 and stuff is because usually when you create a player in 2K, you go to the vitals and you go to their peak start and peak end age. Sometimes it starts at 25. I just make it to where they're in the middle, so they're in their peak currently. And I don't have to play 4 seasons for them to get to the stats that I want. That's kind of what I've noticed that works. But the thing with Wilt, he can't shoot any 3-pointers at all. So that's gonna hurt us a lot. But the good thing is we're gonna be camping in the paint. We're a center playing 48 minutes. Camping in the paint, there should be no reason that we don't just make every layup possible. And then I want to make sure the tendency wise as well, because Oh yeah, I gotta make sure my teammates just dish to me every single time. I think another important thing about this build in particular is that my rebounding is at an A+. So if I'm the tallest player on the court, right, if I miss an inside shot, I can get my own rebound, put it back up. So I think I'm gonna get a lot of rebounds as well with this build. Let's just simulate this first game real quick. And 93 to 152. And yeah, this is gonna work out really well. Very, very well. 69 points, 32 boards. So my hypothesis, the thing of, oh, I think this is gonna happen. I'm gonna write it down. It's a paragraph. Usually it comes with a thesis. I think that was true. So, you know, a lot of free throws. Wilt wasn't the best in free throws. So just for the sake of this video, I want to make sure I make his free throws good, because that would be a shame if we come so close, but our free throws is what hold us back. So I'm gonna max that out to 100. And then let's see game number 2 if it's any better. 90. Oh, wait a minute. I like what I'm seeing. 98 to 140. This game we dropped 86 and 35. Okay, clearly the free throws are playing a big role. Yeah. And we're not taking any threes. We're taking more efficient shots, even though, you know, threes are more than 2. We're making more 2s. This game right here, we drop 108. So in our third game with this Wilt build, we drop 108 points, 45 boards, and 6 blocks. We get 42 free throws. That is a game changer. I didn't even think of that for the last one. Maybe being a center is our best bet for this challenge. Let's see this game. I mean, look, this game, 117. We drop 102, making half of our points from free throws. This is a crazy discovery, I'm not gonna lie. And because of the fact that, you know, you don't foul out, we're just getting so many chances at the free throw line. Pascal Siakam has 10 fouls. I mean, this is great. So I'm trying to think, what's the highest career high I've ever had in a 2K simulation? I know back in the day, for my career of 2K24, I scored 300 points, like me actually physically playing the game. But in an actual sim, when it's just by itself, me not playing the game, I don't know how high I got. So we're gonna try to set a new single game record. I'll aim for like 140. You know, 140 would be a tough one. Let's sim to like December 2nd and see what we get. But I have a feeling we're gonna average 100, or we'll come very, very, very close. All right, so for the most part, we're dropping 100 points, but then you have games where we only have, this one has 68, and it just takes a few games of that to really lower our average. But what's our career high currently? Currently, it's still 108. All right, well, what are we averaging after all those games? We're averaging 88.7, which obviously is not enough. We have 20 games under our belt. Let's go to All-Star break and see. I have a bad feeling we're gonna be like a few points off. We'll be like 92 points per game. You can see right here, we dropped 64. We only had 54 this game. You would think, like, you know, being 7-2 in the paint, how are you gonna miss 30 shots? I don't understand that either. And only 6 offensive boards. Man. But then, like, the next game, we dropped 94 points, get 40 boards. I was also curious, just for the sake of this video, rebounds per game, what's the record? Wilt, you know, set that back with 27.2, and then Bill Russell. I wonder the current day, who's the closest to that? Maybe Dwight Howard probably, or Andre Drummond. But yeah, Wilt with 27.2, we're gonna probably break that record. And you gotta keep in mind, we're up against some of the best centers in the league right now. We're up against Joel Embiid. No, we're not. I forgot. Yeah, I'm using the 76ers, so Joel, he's actually not here. That definitely plays a role. So the only real center we're matched up against is Nikola Jokic. So that's really it. You know, Anthony Davis, he's all right. Domantas Sabonis, he's not that strong. He's not. Yeah, the centers aren't the best in this era. Maybe Wembanyama, but I think for the most part, we're gonna be chilling. We did win our first game of the video against the Chicago Bulls, where I dropped 120 points, 30 boards, 12 blocks, and 11 turnovers, shooting 40 free throws. That's disgusting. That is our career high for sure, and we're at 91 points per game. I'm actually excited. If we get this challenge done this fast, I'd be very impressed. Okay, All-Star break. You know how I mentioned Nikola Jokic is our only real threat? Well, we ended up beating the Nuggets 120 to 115. I dropped 108 points on Jokic's head top. Jokic, he came back with 19. He had a triple-double. He's a triple-double merchant in this game, but we crushed him. And we're a free throw merchant. I don't know what's the most free throws made per game. Does 2K even have that as a oh yeah, they do. So it's actually us. 61 free throws made in the game. That's disgusting. 61 free throws made in the game in January 12th, which was this game where we had 61 free throws. Wow. And at All-Star break, what are we averaging? Are we there? Still at 91 points. Ooh, if we can't, man, that's crazy. And for the most part, we're getting 100 points per game, right? We're at like 96 for a lot of them. Yeah, man. Let's go to like mid-March and see. I don't know if we're gonna get it. I think we're gonna come short. 86 points. That's gonna hurt our average so much. It reminds me of school when you would do amazing in all your assignments and stuff. You have one assignment that's not the best, hurts your grade a lot. You can have 20 assignments that you're crushing, does not move your grade up at all. You had that one bad assignment, it just messes everything up. That's the equivalent to this right now, is what I feel like. Oh man, 72 points. Oh no. Dullah, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? How did that even happen? Okay, let's just simulate to the end of the season. Moment of truth. Yo, side note. 110 to 173. This dude, Josh Giddey, dropped 40 points, 17 rebounds, and he went 16 for the jokes right themselves, man. But like, that's actually wild. They scored 173 points. That's disgusting. And it's still 12-minute quarters, by the way. We had 90, but like, yeah, that's wild. Are we gonna win any more games this season? Unfortunately, it does not look like it. So we end up with 2 wins. And Darius Garland won MVP. Get out of here, dog. Darius Garland won MVP. Did he average 200 points? He averaged 29 and 11. Wow. Wait. Who was defensive player? Okay. So I was defensive player. We averaged 87.7, 32 boards, and 5 blocks per game. That's tough. Our career high was 122 points. We only made 1 3-pointer in the season, I think. And we had 60 boards in the game. Yeah, hold on. I want to see what other records did we set with the center. Not winning MVP is ridiculous. So yeah, we crushed this single game record, but that's not our goal. Field goals made, yes. Free throws made, yeah. We set that record. Rebounds with 60, which is dope. And then in a season, I want to see what those are looking like. We had the most points in the NBA season with 7,200. Well, to average 100 points per game, we would need at least, what is 82 times 100? That's 82 times 100 is a big ass number. I couldn't even tell you off my dome. 82 times 100 is probably a little bit more than 7,500, I'd imagine. So we gotta beat that by a lot. Field goals made by a lot. We did. Free throws, we got 2,000. And then boards, we got 1,000. In terms of points per game, yeah, 87. And then free throw percentage is 100. I think we missed some free throws. It's probably like 99.9. And then rebounds per game, we set that record with 32.5, which is pretty dope. But we came short with our second build, so now let's fast forward to our third build. It's the pure shooter. So here he is, a 6'6", 95 overall small forward. Now I realized the center one works so well because he doesn't have to dribble up the court, right? Point guard gotta dribble up the court. Small forward, low key is just catch and shoot. So I don't gotta dribble, and that means it could be more efficient for us. The way I made this player, all of his shooting stats are really good. That's all I put my emphasis on. And then I made sure his shot was at 100. And when it comes to mid-range or close shots, I put that at 0. I literally only want him to shoot 3-pointers. So every type of 3-point shot, I made that tendency at 100. So the rotation looks like this. I don't think it's a difference between shooting guard and small forward, to be honest. I mean, I could move him to shooting guard, do like a Klay Thompson type of thing, because Klay Thompson, he did like 7 dribbles in an entire game and dropped, I don't know, it was like 60 points. So this could be very hit or miss because it's 3-pointers. We could just be very streaky. Our first game, we dropped 93 and we had 79 because we went 20 for 40 from 3. We're gonna get less free throw attempts, but I think this could work. Even though we're gonna miss a lot of shots, every shot we make is worth 3. So I have a feeling this could work. It's not gonna be as consistent though. Okay, we dropped 99 and then 96. Let's see. So this game, we had 73. This game, we had 88. Yeah, all the shots we're taking are 3-pointers. And it is good to also attack in the paint and draw a foul because we'll get some of those free throws, which carried us in the last build. I'll sim like a week in. We can't afford, We can't have that many low scoring games. I don't know if this is gonna work, bro. So we had our first 100-point game right here, but we had 94 of those. Okay. So currently we're averaging 74. Is it too late? I don't know. We'll go to All-Star break. I have a few backup ideas that can still make this challenge possible. It would be changing some sliders so there's more. You know what? I kind of want to do it right now. Hold on. So this game, we dropped 81 only. I want to do it right now because I don't think we're going to end up getting 100 points per game at this rate. But what I can do is I can go to simulation, team pace, I'll put it higher so there's more possessions per game. And then there's more possession results, possessions per game, more shots per game, which is what we want. And then I want it to be more 3-pointers per game. And let's see if that changes anything. So against the Pistons, let's see. Now we only still had 91. Did I take more shots? No, it's about the same. So I'm gonna make the shot medium and shot close 0. Layup, I don't know because it's a double-edged sword. If I lower it, we're gonna shoot less layups and shoot more threes. But also, attacking the paint gives me an opportunity to draw a foul, and free throws, as you guys know, are important for us. Let's see against this Wizards game. We get 110. I got 91 points. I shot 50 3-pointers and 17 free throws. I'll keep it at this up until All-Star break, and we'll just see if there's any change for real. Yeah, I don't really see too many 100-point games in this one. I'm not gonna lie to you. We are averaging 70 points per game. Better than the short person one, the short player one. And our career high is 90. So we haven't even crossed 100 points in the game this season. Yeah, I don't think that this build is going to be best to average 100 points per game. There's a reason that it was Wilt that came the closest to it. And yeah, I don't think we're going to end up doing it with this guy. So we end up averaging about 70 points per game and 19 boards with this. Oh, what's up, Wolverine? Welcome back. He shot 50% from 3, which is dope. That's about as good as you can get in NBA history. And he could never cross 100 points the entire season, which is wild. Most 3-pointers he made, though, in a game was 29. That's a lot. That's double the record because the record is 15, I believe, or 16. So that's double the record, which is dope. But mission failed with this guy. Let's go to our 4th and final build. And if it can I stutter? Damn. If it doesn't work out, I have a backup plan. Okay, our final build, 99 overall, 7'7" Demigod. And he's at age 25, maxed out stats, everything is maxed out. Tendencies, everything is good. But I'm not gonna lie, after the Wilt trial, I feel like I should put him at center. Because imagine what Wilt, you know, he was at 90 points per game or 96, whatever he was at. If he could shoot threes, you probably would have got there. So we'll just do the first game at point guard, and if it's not like at least 100, yeah, it's at 93, right? So we ended up dropping 83 points. I think I'm gonna put him at center, bro. I'm gonna change his position to center. 7'7" maxed out center. There's no way this fails, right? And okay, second game was only 79. We only had 61 points. We shot 11 threes. The following game, we had 91 though. Okay, 91, 36, 10. This dude Wolverine. It's like make up your mind, bro. Do you want to go in or out? You know what I mean? My cat doesn't sit still. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, I mean, 14 threes attempted, 25 free throws. Hey, this could work. Let's see. This next game is gonna tell us a lot, I feel like. 93 again. Okay. So when he's a center, he's taking about 15 threes. When he was a point guard, he was taking the same amount of threes. Honestly, not much changed. Oof. Okay, hold on. These back-to-back games, he dropped 100. Okay, we got some rhythm. We had 94 this game. Then we had 94 again. In this game, we had 82. So we're 8 games in, which means we do have time to save this season. What we could do is go back to our automation settings, our simulation settings, and just, you know, try to get more possessions per game, and then even mess with the fatigue rate. I just realized too, I could legitimately mess with the percentages. I forgot about this part, bro. I feel like that's not even fair, but yeah, if I can make the 3-point percentage higher, yeah, and honestly, all of them, the layup percentage as well, be my guess. Free throw percentage, we don't really miss free throws anyway, but that'll go up. And then layups, so when we're in the paint, we'll make every paint shot. I have a feeling we're gonna see a big spike against these 2 games against the Pacers. Let's see, 107 and then 129, our first win Okay, we ended up dropping 107 points. We went 38-57. Okay, it definitely worked, which is dope. And then also, one more thing I could do is shot distribution. So higher means the top shooters take more shots. Wasn't really an issue anyway. I think, I'm looking at everything right now. I think we're all good. I was thinking about making higher means more possessions result in a foul, which means more free throws. So let's not, we might as well. Why not? Let's just mess around, bump that up as well. Get more free throws, that's guaranteed more points. We dropped 121 this game. I had 115, 35 free throws. How many fouls did the other team have? About 26. Okay, let's sim a few more games. 135, 129. Oh yeah. Hold on. We're cooking. This game, I dropped 127. That's a new record of the video so far. And we're 15 games in. My bro's averaging how much? So far, he's averaging 96. I think we could break the record here. Let's go to All-Star break and see where he stands. I feel like a chemist in a lab. You know how chemists, you know what chemists do? They take chemicals and they mix them. I feel like that right now with simulation. Like we hit 156 points in the game. Bro, we dropped 152 points. That's a new record for me in a simulation ever. Bro, that's crazy. 152 points, 40 boards, and then 40 free throws made. I'm cooking up some amazing food, bro. And if you follow me on Instagram, you know when I post my story, I be cooking up some of the most delicious and scrumptious meals of all time, bro. I must say this was an amazing decision, bro. So we're actually like, we might be playoff bound. At All-Star break, we have 17 wins. And if you look at this, we're averaging 118 points per game come All-Star break. Job's not finished. For all we know, he can get injured. He can get hepatitis B, AIDS. You never know, and he can mess up everything. But his career high, 152 still. We've had games where we really average about 100. So let's finish out this season, and let's see where we stand, and if we could just break this record once and for all. The thing is, too, even when we have games where we only drop 106, it's me dropping 105. That shot distribution thing really changes everything. Moment of truth, we have 18 wins. We're gonna finish it out with an L, but a W for this challenge. I averaged 120 points per game, 30 boards, 6 assists, 4 blocks in the 50, 48, and 100% club against real NBA competition, not 40 overall players. Career high was 152 points. So if y'all enjoyed this video, drop a like, and if you want to see me score break every record with one player, every single record with one player, watch the video right here. It was a banger. I'll catch you guys soon, man. Peace.